I can't even see my face on here, which is kind of odd. Well, hopefully I'm recording at least. So, you know, in a lot of ways, I'm just trying to find tools to help stop offense in my life. I highlighted it in my most recent message. And I think it's just, you know, the Lord will bring things naturally to light that, you know, issues in your heart that need worked on. And I think if we start just reflecting at the fact that everyone's experienced some kind of trauma, some kind of loss, some kind of misrepresentation of identity, and have searched for that pretty much since the beginning. You know, we have to come back into the revelation of truly who we are. But you know, when we face opposition or we face offenses with people, I've said it before, if you realize they don't owe you anything, if you realize their own brokenness, if you can even reflect in a way where you can almost envision them in a childlike nature of, you know, where was it in that period of time of their life where brokenness happened? But if you can go further back to the innocence of a child within each person, I think that helps too. And so, in a lot of ways, I think the Lord highlights that with people for me. It's like this this place of transparency to a childlike state, in maybe some of their heart issues, and seeing them in that sense, though, I think deactivates a lot of defenses. And you know, we're all navigating through life. We don't really know. There's no like chosen path to it. So you know, we see hints of transparency with one another, and we see hints of brokenness with one another, and the pieces that need mending, and that automatically should disable some of our defenses of perception with you know, the assumption of why people act the way they do or where they're coming from, really. And we also remember that the spirit man never gets old. Your dreams and your imaginations, you know, they're embedded in your heart. The truths of what he's spoken to you are embedded in your heart. So they just need to be ignited again. You know, the imagination is placed there so all those dreams can be ignited in the heart once again, and they never die. And so just there needs to be that process of resurrection again. You know, some people have come into certain realizations, some have not, some are in a process of working out their you know, their own reflections on what avenue they want to take in life. That's free will. It is about self-discovery as well, you know. Sometimes the journey takes a little longer for others, and we need to just embrace it and accept and love one another in their transparency and in their brokenness without judging it. And then they'll come into the fullness of right identity, you know. Some water, some, what's it say? Some water, some plant, and some reap. You know, you don't know who's gone before you. You don't know who's planted seeds in the heart. You don't know, you know, who's going to water it. And you might even get a sudden fish in the basket of, you know, people just coming straight to salvation. But, you know, could be years, could be suddenly, you know, but you just keep loving them. And God created us from the beginning, and so he knows the end. He knows beginning to end and end to beginning. And so we just embrace the story from start to finish.